So Orange Theory Fitness has launched here in Melbourne, 3 studios, Hawthorn, South Yarra and CBD. So, hey boys, you got a second to chat about this?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, tune in. Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. You may have heard me be talking about this for a little while. Orange Theory, we're finally here in Melbourne.
It's exciting. Yeah, good.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, spent nearly 9 years in Los Angeles, and during my time there, I actually became a foundation member at the first Los Angeles studio with one of the founders there, Paul Marcus, and I fell in love. And literally, I reckon on my probably last week, maybe even my last day of living in LA, I bumped into Paul in the elevator on the way down to the parking lot. And I was like, dude, I'm out. I'm going back to Australia. If you ever want to do one of these things in Australia, I'm on the ground. I know people. I can make this sort of stuff happen. And he's like, let's talk about that. Long story short, fast forward maybe a year, Reese gets in contact. He's like, hey, you guys still interested in that franchise? And fast forward another year, we're sitting at Orange Theory Hawthorn.
So it's awesome.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I think I joined Orange Theory in 2013 in Los Angeles. So 2 special guests. Pat, actually one of my trainers. I've jumped in a bunch of your classes.
Yeah.
You're good mates with the guys from the boardroom.
That's it. Yeah, Tom Phillips from the boardroom. So he's doing okay down there with his podcast. So it's just.
I think he's doing better than okay. He's doing outstanding on the field.
Yeah, really good on the field as well. Plays for Collingwood, so he's definitely forcing his way into a bit more media presence at the moment, which is really good to see.
That's awesome. He must have had a really bad week, desperate for people to come on the show. I was actually on the show a couple of weeks back. I'll link in the descriptions below. And then we've got Mark, Canadian.
Yep.
In Australia?
Yeah, loving it. Been here about 6 months, and I was a member back in Canada for about a year.
Yeah.
And thought, I mean, why not continue bringing it back here? And when I got here and was able to see the studio pop up, I mean, what a match made in heaven. It's been great.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, like, full disclosure, I'm a part owner in this, and like really proud to have you guys on the team.
Thank you.
I don't get involved. You guys tell me what to do. I tell you what to do. How's the feedback been so far here at both? We've got 3 studios open, South Yarra, CBD. Well, CBD was first by several months.
Yeah.
Hawthorn was second, which is where we're at right now. And South Yarra was 3 or 4 days behind Hawthorn's opening. How's the feedback been?
It's been really, really positive so far. It's been really good to see our members progress over the past couple of weeks and come from a position of really being quite new to the experience here at Orange Theory, because it's so different to anything else you'll see in the Australian market. To them really progress and feel comfortable with pushing themselves to a capacity where they're going to see those results, as well as starting to understand the dynamic that's in play in the class. So it's a really positive thing to see as from a coaching perspective.
And just to qualify, not a professional athlete, come here 4 times a week, although this week I may only make it 3. We don't have athletes in the classes, right? This is for everyday people.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really great system here at Orange Theory because it can cater for really anyone. We have a 72-year-old member here at the Hawthorn studio, and she kills it. She comes in, power walks her tail off, gets on the rod, does the same movements as everyone else on the floor. It then caters for some people who haven't exercised in 5 years, 10 years, never, as well as even those athletes. We haven't had them yet, but we certainly can cater for everyone.
Yeah, totally. And so what I love about it is I feel like it's this intersect between tech, science, and fitness.
Yeah.
So from the outside, superficially speaking, it can look intimidating, but actually when you get in here, it's all about you, the individual. You're strapped into the heart rate monitor, so all your results are showing on all the screens around the room, and no one else is looking at your results, right?
No,
Everyone's looking at themselves and trying to almost gamify the outcome.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's really nice. I mean, I think members have loved that piece of it. I mean, obviously there's a coaching class, and that's fantastic, kind of guiding them through the workout. But to have the heart rate monitor act as a second coach is really, really great, because people can not undertrain, not overtrain, really work in the realm of exactly what they're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
And like you said, the science behind the workouts, I think, is a huge draw for people to come in. They're not getting that at different studios.
Yeah.
And I mean, different studios use heart rate monitors, but the integration that we have in terms of how we help it get through our workouts is next level. It's really amazing.
Yeah, so for those that kind of watch the vlog regularly, people understand, and if you're new to the vlog, for me, it's all about the best or nothing.
Yeah.
And when I wanted to integrate fitness into Creative Cubes, Snap and F45 and these other brands sort of just didn't cut the edge, or it didn't marry up with the experience that people are having upstairs, right?
Yeah.
And so Orange Theory was all about that first-class experience, state-of-the-art studios, state-of-the-art technology, and really, for me, I'm really time poor. When I'm done at work, I get on the other treadmill, which is the home.
Yeah.
I've got 2 little girls, 2 dogs, wife. Things are just crazy. So for me to be able to come in and 100% dial into my needs right there and fully optimize my session, I love the work for 1, burn for 36.
Yeah, that's key.
Totally gamified. I'm loving it. How are you guys enjoying being part of the team? And I suppose, Pat, you've been in the fitness industry here in Melbourne for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've been in the industry for a couple of years, and I've played some high-level sport throughout my junior career and probably my teenage years. So I've been around sports science and high-level performance training for a while, and this is honestly one of the best things I've seen, whether that be in a professional setting and from a public setting where it's a studio or a gym open to the public. This is the best I've seen by a million miles. And in terms of, we touch on that heart rate and that comparison, sometimes you get to other studios and things like that. We're the only facility I've seen that will actually coach you through certain heart rate levels.
Yeah.
So we obviously have 5 heart rate zones here at Orange Theory. We focus on zones 3, 4, and 5 primarily. And ultimately, every session you're being coached through those heart rate zones. Whereas at other facilities,
Pedal to the metal style.
pedal to the metal. Hey, there's your heart rate. Nice work. Whereas here, it's specifically calculated. I think some of the staff from LA were saying 1,000 man hours go into a month's worth of programs.
Yes.
As you know, we have one program for one day,
Yep.
and it's completely in the bin. We
Yeah.
don't use that ever again.
Yeah,
so
no.
I think we don't recycle stuff here.
So that's very
It's really
interesting.
great.
I've been explaining to people that everyone today, worldwide, does the same program,
Yeah.
right? And you'll never do that same exercise, or you'll do the same exercises, but you won't do that same program ever again.
Never.
And what I love about it, guys, is you're taking us through that. You're working us up, working us down, working us up, which is really a full 360 on true health and true heart rate, peaks, ebbs and
Capacity,
flows. I love it. There's a reason why there's 1,200 franchises across the globe. There's a reason why Orange Theory is #1 in category. There's a reason why Orange Theory is the fastest growing franchise business on the planet, outstripping McDonald's at its peak. And it's not a coincidence that all the people that are here so far, we're still very early here in Melbourne, but we have, my team and my group, we have license for 20 locations. We've got 3 open, hopefully another few to come in the next sort of 12 to 24 months. It's not a coincidence. It's not by chance Orange Theory is at #1. So CBD, Melbourne CBD, Hawthorne, South Yarra, superstars of the business. It's an honor to have you guys on the team. Thank you so much for looking after not only the facility but the members that come through here. I'm regularly in your class. I love your attention to detail.
Thank you.
And the members that are part of Creative Cubes upstairs are equally as enthused about the experience that they've had here today. So,
Awesome. It's really good.
all right, guys, I'll link everything in the below. Patty, Mark, thank you for watching.
Thanks, guys.
See you
Thanks,
next
guys.
week.